Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about when Mnisi was asking Gwabini regarding going to the prosecutor's offices, who was there and what was happening. Let's break down that situation. And the Santomewa trial, guys, is exposing these people. I don't know why they are not stopping it. I don't know why they are not stopping it. Okay, I honestly don't know. So today in the courtroom cracked open another layer on the Senzomiwa mystery. And this time it wasn't the defense. It was Gwabini himself calling out a prosecutor. And under oath, he was referring to the visit at the prosecutor's office. Under oath, Gwabini confirmed who was in that room. Baloyi, Mukhula, Kininda, and Sibanda. These weren't random officials. These were the people shaping the narrative, the people who handled his so-called statement, the people who decided what the country would hear. Where we are today, it's because of these people. And also, Mnisi pressed him about the first attempt to read his so-called statement, and Gwabini didn't mince his words. On the first occasion, Gwabini says, on the first occasion, before courtroom, before the public, behind closed doors, this is what he was saying. When Baloyi began reading the document aloud, Gwabini stopped him cold. He stopped him cold, okay? Gwabini says, when Mr. Baloyi read that Nkani Ntuli was traveling in a silver polo, I said no. This wasn't a small detail, ne? This was a foundational claim that it was wrong. So wrong that Gwabini protested immediately when it was said. When Mnisi asked what his response was, Gwabini gave a line that will echo through this trial. If you allow me to read everything, there is something I will agree with. But I said no, because, okay, Gwabini said that, Ubaloyi said, if you allow me to read everything, there is something you will agree with. And then Gwabini said, but I said no, because you started with what you did. This is not the one. This wasn't confusion. This wasn't memory failure. This was a man saying, that is not my statement. That is not my statement. Once again, the state's version collapses under scrutiny, not because the defense said so, but because the person at the center of the alleged statement is rejecting them live. This is no longer about contradictions. It's about credibility, authorship, and whether the prosecution ever had a clean, truthful statement to begin with. Now, this one also places Ubaloyi in a very compromising position. Why am I saying compromising? Because Ubaloyi is an official of the court. Ugininda is the official of SEPS. He has guidelines at his workplace too. So is Baloyi, so is Sibanda, so is Mukhola. They were all sitting there with Gwabini, and they expected him to accept whatever they were saying. And he refused, not on his name. Do you understand? He refused, not on his name, because he felt like they were lying and they were putting things in his mouth that he never said. Do you understand? And one of the other things that make it worse is that Ubaloyi undermined the people from KZN. Baloyi and Gininda undermined these people. They thought the boys will just fold. They weren't folding. They weren't folding, especially Gwabini. Gwabini wasn't folding. So I think somewhere, somehow, as much as they dropped him because of the scars that were visible, he was also not folding. She wasn't. He just was not folding. And I am looking forward to hear how Baloyi is going to work around this with his cross-examination, which he already began. I can't get over. I hope he is done by tomorrow already, Ubaloyi, because wow, he needs to get done tomorrow. Please, he must not take long. Because now, which other witness is gonna make him take forever? Because he's worrying about a witness. I hope he's just gonna be 1-2-1-2 and be done. But one thing for sure is that uGwabini exposed Baloyi, Gininda, Mogola, Sibanda. No one is innocent. They were all exposed. They did not preserve their oath to their offices, of their offices. They did not preserve the oath they took when they started those jobs that they are doing. That is what uGwabini exposed today. He exposed them thoroughly. I don't care who says what. They were exposed. That one is a sure thing. They were truly exposed. All of them. No wonder Mamfundisi decided not to come to court today. It was bad. I didn't even see too much cops as today. She was not there. It was bad. But we are going to continue making videos regarding the entire situation because I want to understand ukuthi, what exactly is this? What exactly is this supposed to mean? The meaning of it all and all of that, Shende. I want to hear all of it. Yo, Ubaloyi sana. Ubaloyi ahlala exposed. And also, I wonder, because uGwabini exposes false statement claims live in court's name, and those things raise major questions about the integrity of the statement-taking process. The role of prosecutors, including Baloyi, Mogola, and Gininda, when it comes to the entire Senzo Meyiwa matter, the credibility of the state's case, the possible manipulation of evidence. These are the things now that are popping out, and these are things that are supposed to be sitting in Judge Rata's head. The law is going to face him to deal with these things as they are. And I like how he says the details read to him were not his words. And that's when he refused to let Baloyi continue reading because the statement started with lies. And then he got up and left. He got up and left because he was not about to sit there and hear his name being dragged into such. He dealt with that silver polo lie. He exposed Baloyi also. And there's no coming back from all of that. One thing for sure, a lot is going on there behind the scenes. A lot went on behind the scenes. And now the question is, bazayenza kanjani? How are they going to handle this entire saga? How are they going to handle the entire saga? Because right now, where we are, even Baloyi is not innocent where we are standing. Even Gininda, and this is not just about Gininda manufacturing. When Gininda said prosecutorial-driven investigation, this is exactly the things that he meant. These were not just mere consultations. These were not just mere consultations. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Drop your comments in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye.